ایسے نہیں رکے گا یہ ایسی بات. بار دیگر صلوات. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. صلی اللہ لاش اکبر ہے شہیدی ہے خط صغرا ہے. لاش اکبر ہے شہیدی ہے خط صغرا ہے. اور ہائے کس حال میں بیمار نے خط بھیجا ہے. اور کبھی خط لاشوں پا پڑھ پڑھ کے سناتے ہیں حسین. اور کبھی خط بھائی کے شانوں سے لگاتے ہیں حسین. اور کبھی کہتے ہیں کہ عباس تمہیں پوچھا ہے. لاش اکبر ہے شہیدی ہے خط صغرا ہے. اور پوچھتا کیا ہے اب احوال علی اکبر کا. نام بر دیکھ لے خود حال علی اکبر کا. اور چاند سے دل پسینہ کھا کہ ابھی سویا ہے. لاش اکبر ہے شہیدی ہے خط صغرا ہے. اور خط میں بیمار بہن نے یہ کیا ہے تحریر. بھائی نے وعدہ نبھانے میں بہت کی تاخیر. مجھ کو بھیا علی اکبر سے بہت شکوہ ہے. اور لٹ گئی آل پیغمبر کی کمائی ساری. پھر بھی سادات کی دشمن ہے خدائی ساری. اور سر جھکائے ہوئے بیمار کوئی بیٹھا ہے. اور کبھی معصوم نظر سوئے نجف تکتی ہے، کبھی حسرت سے ترائی کی طرف تکتی ہے، اور کون بچی ہے یہ کانوں سے لہو بہتا ہے، لاش اکبر ہے شہیدی ہے، خط صغرا ہے، اور ظلم آمادہ ہے سادات کی رسوائی پر، بے کسی روتی ہے سجاد کی تنہائی پر، اور بے ردائی کے تصور سے جگر پھٹتا ہے، اور آب لے پاؤں میں خاروں سے بھرے رستے ہیں، اور ستم اس پہ تماشائی سبھی ہنستے ہیں، تازیانوں کی اذیت ہے نبی زادہ ہے، لاش اکبر ہے شہیدی ہے، خط صغرا ہے، اور پوچھا سجاد کا جب زینب دلگیر نے حال، بولا بیمار نہیں توق سلاسل کا ملال، اور بے ردائی کا پھوپھی جان بہت صدمہ ہے، لاش اکبر ہے شہیدی ہے، خط صغرا ہے، اور ہائے آنکھوں نے مسرت کی سند کھو دی ہے، اور قید خانے میں سکینہ کی لحد کھو دی ہے، اور آج عابد کو وطن یاد بہت آیا ہے، لاش اکبر ہے شہیدی ہے، خط صغرا ہے، اور لفظ چن چن کے پروئے ہیں عجب اختر نے، اور بھر دیا درد ادا کر کے سلیم اکبر نے، نوح سن کر کوئی جنت میں دعا دیتا ہے، لاش اکبر ہے شہیدی ہے، خط صغرا ہے۔
Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
नारे तकबीर,
Allahu Akbar.
नारे तकबीर,
Allahu Akbar.
नारे रिसालत,
Ya Rasulullah,
नारे रिसालत,
Ya Rasulullah,
नारे हैदरी,
Ya Ali,
नारे हैदरी,
Ali,
हमारे दीगर बुलंदतर सलावत।
Please recite a Surah Fatiha for the Shuhada of Islam and the Marhumin of this gathering. If the request for the elder brothers on that side, if they can move inside here so that the late comers can have room in the back to enter without disturbing the gathering. So please move forward and inshallah fill the places up front. Thank you very much. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما بقية الله الأعظم روحي وأرواح العالمين له الفداء رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Who is Imam Hussein and what does he mean to us is the subject that we are discussing. And until now we should have the idea that he is more than just the grandson of the Prophet or the third Imam or just Masoom. He's a lot more than that for us, and we should experience that and feel that in our own life. And if we do feel that, and if we see that his effect and his influence that he has on our life, then at least we should express it and tell the world about it. But unfortunately, when we do tell the world about Imam Hussein, we do a very shabby job of portraying to the world of actually who he is and what he means to us. And as we had discussed this and what Imam Hussein is, and just in particular because we are talking about Ahlul Bayt in general, but Imam Hussein in particular because for the Imams, he is the one that truly is the closest and the most apparent and the most obvious for us because he's in touch with us. It's someone that we can have interaction with and know about. And we should know that all of you, whether you're elder or younger, you might be kids, who is Imam Hussein to you? Look deeply into yourself and see. And if what the things that I'm saying is not true in your life, then maybe we need to look at our life and see where we stand when we come in contact with Imam Hussein or when we look at Imam Hussein. We need to look at ourselves then. Because what I'm saying is reality, and we speak about the examples of those who have the love of Ahlul Bayt in their hearts, and what does that love mean, and what does it do? So if Imam Hussein is not doing that to us, then maybe he's not in us. And that's something that we need to figure out ourselves. But what I'm saying is a truth that exists. Imam Hussein is the light that Allah has sent to earth to guide mankind. Rasulullah had seen the throne of Allah when he went to Mi'raj, when Allah took him for Mi'raj, and on that throne he had read that Hussein is the ark of salvation and the light of guidance. He is the one through whom everyone will be guided. Allah intended and decreed that everyone, in order to get to Allah, has to go through Hussein. They have to go through Hussein. Without Hussein, it's not possible. They have to come there. They have to know it. Anbiya and prophets, as I had mentioned before regarding Musa, and there are other prophets also who had witnessed the light of Hussein, experienced Hussein in their life, felt Hussein in their life, and asked Allah about Hussein, and Allah gave Hussein to them, introduced Hussein to them, and they could not live without Hussein after that. They could not. It was because Anbiya are very pure people. You know, they're not like us who are tainted. And even if, for example, someone who's wonderful, capable of being fallen in love with, comes in front of us, we still don't know the difference between him and someone else. Now, you know, you talk about the Muslims, right? Leave them out of it. Because Muslims were people who did not know the difference between Ali and Muawiyah. You know, you put a Muawiyah in front of them, they're like, oh, well, you know, he's on the mimbar. He's an alim also. What? You know, that's it. That's your standard. That's your criteria of knowing what's right from wrong. You know, and hence, how can those people ever fall in love with someone who is in front of them? They can't. So, Anbiya, if you give them the source of love, you see, they pure-hearted, clean-hearted. Their hearts are containers of light. They fell in love with Hussein. They fell in love with Hussein. Every one of them, when Hussein was introduced to them, they started crying for Hussein. They felt him, experienced him, they fell in love. We need to look at ourselves when it comes to Hussein and say, you know, if I don't have Hussein in my heart, then you know what? I need to see that container. Because, as I mentioned before, that these hearts are containers that Allah has made to carry the love of Hussein in them, so that they can become the light. As Allah mentioned in Surah An-Nur, in the ayat of Nur, that's in the chapter of Nur in the Quran, Allah mentions that He has made these lamps, and these lamps are the guides for everyone. Through that He guides everyone. This is Ahlul Bayt. This is Imam Hussein. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. So when a person he starts to fall in love with his Imam Hussein, the natural effect of that is that he starts to see his worth and his value. Meaning he attaches value to himself now. My friends, when you realize that Hussein is in your heart, then that heart has just become expensive. That heart has become valuable. You know, and hence I, as a person who takes the name of Hussein, recognizes my worth. And when you recognize your worth, you start to defend yourself. Now you become a defender of anything that has to do with Hussein. Anything that has to do with Ahlul Bayt, you start defending it. You become the protector of it. You become doing that. To what extent? Until you give your life. Until you become shaheed. You are not going to rest until you become shaheed. So in that way, what happens? You, because you know your value and you know that you're valuable, you will fight for your cause, fight for the truth, fight for Ahlul Bayt, but you will never sell yourself. You will not take a price for anything. You will not take a price. Now, I explained that yesterday. Right? That you can offer a mu'min anything that you want. The whole world, he will not accept it. if he has to trade the love of Hussein. He's not going to accept that offer. You can offer him anything. You can come to a believer and tell him that, listen, I offer all of this to you. Just stop loving Hussein. He will not do that. Imam Ali has said, and he spoke about a reality and a truth, and understand what he's saying. He said, if I cut a believer into pieces, if I cut him into pieces, he will not stop loving me. He will not stop loving me. Because once it's in there, that's it. You are not going to sell your religion, your faith, your ideas and your truth and your values to anyone, no matter what happens. And this is a reality that we need to see in ourselves. If we love Ahlul Bayt, then you know what? They can hurt us, they can do whatever they want with us, but they can never take Hussein away from us. See that? That is a reality that we have with Imam Hussein. You can, and history is a proof of that. Go and read history and the Shias of history and what they have gone through. I mentioned some examples yesterday, but it's loaded with examples that you can go and look at the Shias in the past, and you will see that they will never bow down, they will never sell themselves, and they have always been like that, no matter where. And this is the truth. And I mentioned that from ayat and hadith, so you can mention that later. But sometimes, the offer might get really good. For some people, for most people, they never get a good offer. They never get a good offer. But what if the offer is really good? Then what about that? So, just in case, someone might consider an offer that they want to take. Let me just tell you one, truth that will help you in that situation. Let's say, shaitan can come to you with an offer that is just too good. It's too good to refuse. He makes an offer that, it's too good to refuse. What do you do in that situation? If you ever have that offer, if a mu'min ever is confronted with an offer like that, what should you do? What can you do? So here I'll say something to you that I mentioned, I promised I say today, that will help you. Before you start thinking about accepting the offer that shaitan or someone from his office comes to you with, just know this, that you already have a buyer. Someone is ready to buy you. Someone is ready to hire that offer that they are making for you. Someone is already out there and saying that, listen, I will not only match their price, but I will up it. Yes, they offer you $1 million, let me up it for you. There's an offer out there for you. So before anyone else's offer you accept, it will be wise for you to look at this offer that's on the table. And you might want to sell yourself to this buyer because this buyer is willing to give you a better price. Now, where is this offer? What is the price for you, Shias? He's offering Shias. Really, this offer is only made for Shias, no one else. You know that, right? Everyone else is like, don't worry. I don't have an offer for you all. But for Shias, there's an offer. And the person who's making the offer is Allah. You know that Allah wants to buy you. He wants to purchase you. Yes, He wants to buy you and purchase you. And He's willing to pay a price that no one else can pay. And He's telling that, listen, if anyone comes to you with an offer, know that there's offer already on the table. And He makes this offer in the Quran. He makes the offer in the Quran so that, all of you should know your value. And if anyone is offering anything less than that, just tell them that, listen, you know what? Your offer doesn't match up to what we already have. You can look at that and just say it. Why? Because I already know I have an offer. So if I have an offer, let's say, you're trying to sell your car. And you already have an offer on the table from me for $50,000. And eBay is giving you $5,000. Auto Trader is giving you $6,000. So why would you go and take $6,000 when you already have an offer of $50,000? You would be really foolish to do that. Right? So you already have an offer here, right? So let me tell you the offer that Allah is making. And it's an open offer, and He's saying that, listen, really, look at this offer, know that I'm here for you all. Let me read this ayat for you. Surah Tawbah, ayat number 111. Allah says, Inna Allah ishtara minal mu'minina anfusahum wa amwalahum bi anna lahumul jannah. It says, Allah wants to buy from the believers. He wants to buy them and all their wealth that they have. Everything you have in this dunya, this paltry, limited, cheap dunya, whatever wealth you have. Allah, I only have a 3-bedroom house in Rancho. Don't worry about it. I'm willing to buy that house from you. All the wealth that you have, I'm willing to buy all of that from you in exchange for Jannat. Your price is Jannat. I'm giving you this price. Jannat. That's what you're getting. For what? Really, look at the offer. Your life for life in Jannat. How much is your life in this dunya? Whatever years it is, 70, 80 years. Jannat is forever. So your limited life here for an unlimited life there. Your small little wealth and house over here for a mansion in the hereafter. That's going to be with you forever. So I am making this offer to whom? To Shias. I told you yesterday, Imam Sadiq says that every time Allah mentions mu'min, it means Shia in the Quran. Wherever mu'min is mentioned, then Imam Sadiq says that this means Shia, when we say Shia. And everywhere in the hadith we mention Shia, it is mu'min in the Quran. So Allah is saying this, that I'm offering this to mu'mineen, to Shias. No other group of people has an offer from Allah. He's not making an offer for anyone else. Your price, Allah is saying, is forever. It's unlimited. It's infinite. Ask the price I'm giving you. So if anyone else comes with you with an offer to sell your fate, then let them know we already have a buyer. We already have someone who has already bought us. We are sold. We are sold. And when you're sold, then you know what? It's better you go to the next guy. This car is already sold. This item is already sold. It has already had it. My friends, this is the beauty. Allah has made this offer to you. He's your buyer. He has bought you, and now He has given you the price. You should just live your life taking the name of Hussein, enjoying that environment, and know that He is going to let you have Hussein on the day of judgment, and from that time onwards forever, so you can be in His company and relax. Why? Because you were a container for Hussein in this life. My friends, really understand this. What does Hussein mean to us? That's the speeches. Who is Imam Hussein? Truly understand this, and every kid should understand who Imam Hussein is. So that you need to know this, and truly when you want to give Imam Hussein to the people, give him in the right light. Can we become great? This question. A lot of people lose hope because they feel that greatness is for some people, not for everyone. And they lose hope of ever becoming great. But let me tell you something, yes, we live in a world that is limited. We are limited. So how can we grow? How can we reach Allah? A lot of people, a lot of us, we truly look at this huge task and we lose hope. And we become hopeless and we give up. And we don't even try. So let me say something here, right? That listen, whenever, becoming great is a chance and an opportunity that can only be happening if Allah gives it to you. Meaning that Allah has to give it to you. Allah has to favor you. He has to bless you in order for you to become great. And does Allah offer this to everyone? Or is it only for a special amount of people? Is the offer of greatness, meaning Allah wants to give you some blessing, some rahmat, that's going to make you great. Is it for everyone or is it for only a certain amount of people? My friends, the answer is it is for everyone. Everyone has the opportunity from Allah to become great. But some people take that step. They do that. And I just want to give you some examples of, that you need to know that it's not hard. It's not something that's difficult. It's not something that's impossible. It is there for us to become great. So if we become great, don't be shocked. Wow, I'm great. For a lot of us, right? If we become excellent or great, it's like the same expression that Donald Trump had when he became president. He was in a state of shock, I'm president, wow. I wasn't expecting that. Don't be shocked. It is possible for us to become great. Allah can give that blessing to anyone and someone can become great and exceptional and amazing and successful. And this is an example. Yes, we live in a world that is bad, that is terrible, that is horrible, it's limited, it has all kinds of problems. But in this same disgusting world, you see that a person, a shepherd, person who's carrying sheep became Musa, capable of speaking with Allah. In the same disgusting world, an abandoned kid who was thrown in the well became the governor of Egypt. In the same disgusting world, an orphan who had no support in a tyrannical government of Namrud became Ibrahim. In this same world that we are living, an orphan who used to collect wood and go out and get wood from the jungle became a mercy unto mankind. Rahmatan lil alameen. When Allah blesses someone and has His favor on someone, not only them but after them, how many stars have risen in the horizon of greatness? How many people have been given that blessing and have become great? Small little people, nobodies, they were nothing. And you know what? Just because Allah favored them, gave them the opportunity, just touched them, and you see that they have become exceptional. I gave you the example of that mu'min in the court of Fir'aun. And nobody but Allah, he has done something that Allah mentions his name in the Quran. Nobody. And how many of us have the opportunity right now to become great? Amazing and excellent. We do have it. Just I want to give that out so that you know and have hope. That listen, let me be and my vision be open so that I can look at the opportunities in front of me and take advantage of that. Allah's blessing is there. You know what? Maybe I am the one that Allah wants to choose and make things happen through me. We don't know, brothers, whose one little action is going to lead to the effect that it has. One little action that leads. Just get ready for the opportunity, use it, have that open-mindedness that yes, this is the way I have to do it. Remember, I gave the example, I don't know if you remember or not, I gave the example of this guy who came here, this king of Yemen, Kafir, comes, wants to attack the Kaaba. Not Abraha, other than Abraha. Abraha wasn't the only one who wanted to attack the Kaaba. There were many other jealous people also, right? And this one was one of them. He comes to the Kaaba, but on the way he went to Medina first. He entered Medina first, and he had a siege in Medina. And Medina was Jews. And so he had a siege in the city, so there was no food supply going in and out and anything like that. And the elders of the city, right, they were like, listen, we don't want a war. We and our ancestors moved here to support the Prophet. And so the elders, a few of the elders, older people said, let us go and talk to this king. Let's go and talk to this king. So they went and talked to this king. They went and they spoke to this king. And they said, listen, we don't want war. We don't want anything with you and all these things. Let us explain who we are. So they explained to him that we came here because in our books it said that the last messenger is going to come over here. We came here to defend him. We came here to support him. And why do you want to kill us for? Because we are here for the right cause. We want to do this. The king actually looked at their words and was so impressed with their words that he left, he said, all right, if that's the case, he left 2 people there. He said, that when your last messenger comes, these 2 are going to support him. And he left, and those 2 had their children and children and children, These 2 had their own children, and you know what? They become a big tribes. These 2, big families and all that. One person was Aus and the other one was Khazraj. Aus and Khazraj, the 2 tribes that welcomed Rasulullah into Medina. Just that one person who came there and just heard that, made the niyat that I want this to be there. And then, when these people came there also, another story attached to that, interesting. Rasulullah asked for one of them, right? That, is there a letter that you have? This king actually wrote a letter to Rasulullah. He wrote a letter to Rasulullah, and this king who was writing this letter, so Rasulullah asked for that letter. They brought that letter to him. And Rasulullah opened the letter and read it. And he said that, messenger, if you read this letter, if you read them, maybe I'm not with you. If you read this letter, I have left these 2 with you for your support. I haven't seen you, I haven't met you, but I believe in you. And all I ask for this is for your support in my hereafter. Look at this, just one person, not knowing nothing, no information, nothing. He just believed in something, took that step, and you see how far Allah brought his action. My friends, you start a masjid, you start a center in the name of Imam Hussain. You don't know where this is going to go or what's going to happen with this. We just start something. We don't know where it's going to land, how the ship is going to dock. All we know is that we put it in the water. We put it in the water and let's see where Allah does with it. Just take the advantage and know that you are able to become that greatness. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Shias, it is said in the book Usul Kafi, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, that the connection between us and our Shias is not through words. Is not through words, nor titles. Us, mean them calling us imams or us calling them, that's not how we recognize each other. We know each other. Not by words. Our connection with our Shias and the Shias' connection with us is through the nur that they have. through the nur and the light that they contain. That light which is contained within them is what pulls them towards us. Is what pulls them towards us. And we will see that light and we'll see their heart and we will know that this is a Shia who's coming towards us. Imams, when they see a Shia in a crowd, they see a light that's going around. They don't see eyes and a nose and a mouth. They see a light that's going around. When they see a Shia walking by, they see a light and leaving the footprints of a light. This is what they see. Because they see reality. And reality is this. Maybe we don't understand it. Maybe we don't see it. Maybe we don't know it. When we look at another Shia, we don't see that light. All we see is someone who's from the other masjid. But that's us, But when the Imams see a Shia, they see a light that comes towards us. You see, and this is a reality that we maybe not understand. But if we do try to think about it, then we will start falling in love. It's a light. When we love the light of Ahlul Bayt because of light, then we love a Shia also because of the light that he contains of Ahlul Bayt. He has that light, right? So this light that we have obviously is not from us, right? This light is not from us. This light is not our reality. We are something else. This light is supplementary. It's superfluous. It's extra. It's additional to us. It's attached to us. It's not our reality. We are dust. We are, ashes. This light that we contain is something that's added into us. Where did we get it from? Where did we get this light from? Where did it come from? We should know this, we should have proof for it also. It's not something, that, hey, it's a hyped up speech, emotional, bro. You made us, really feel it. No, I want you to think about it and understand it. It's not something that we feel. It's something that is real. And we need to know where it comes from and how it comes from it. And sometimes when we speak about these things and when we start to explain these things, people might think that, this is going, too extreme. Like ghulat, or the Urdu word for it, nusairi, or something like that. But it's not. Really, there is reality, and that reality is sometimes even explained is difficult. Allah has mentioned many things in the Quran that if you actually start thinking about it, you might think, oh my God, this is crazy. But you know what? That's Allah explaining about amazing, wonderful, outstanding things that we are unable to comprehend. That doesn't mean it's not a reality. It's just that I cannot comprehend it. I don't know that. Not that, I can't believe this. How can that be? No, it is possible. You can fly. You can fly. And this is something that we might find astonishing, but it's true. So let me just explain where this light comes from so that we will, inshallah, know this. Where did you get this from? Allah mentioned it in the Quran. It's so, really, sometimes you just need to read the Quran in the correct way. What is it? Let me read it for you. You know this ayat already. A lot of you have read it. And I think a lot of you have memorized this ayat. So let me explain this to you. Allahu waliyul ladina amanu. Allah is the wali of those who believe. Yukhrijuhum min adh-dhulumati ilan nur. And as the wali, he takes you out of darkness and brings you to nur. Allah is saying, I'm the one who does that. Where do you get the light from? Don't look here and there. I'm the one. I'm the one who brought you to it. Don't you see the ayat of the Quran? No one else does that. I'm your wali and I bring you to that light. My friends, you came to Hussein. Who brought you here? Allah is saying, I'm the one who takes you out of all darkness that's out there and brings you to the light. That light that I have created, that I speak about, and that light which I have given to the world in the form of Ahlul Bayt. I have brought you to that light. And any wali who comes from me does the same job. What is the job of wilayat? The job of wilayat is taking you out of darkness and bringing you to light. This is the job of wilayat. Allah's wilayat. And any umbrella that falls under Allah is bringing you to this light. Anything that is from Allah is going to bring you to Hussein. And if it takes you away from Hussein, then this is not Allah, this is someone else. This is someone else. If this is taking you away from Ahlul Bayt, it's something else. Allah is bringing you to Ahlul Bayt. And if you see yourself coming closer to Ahlul Bayt, coming near them, being with them, then this is Allah who's doing it in your life. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. And without Allah, you cannot reach them. Without Allah, you cannot reach Hussein. You can't come to Hussein without Allah bringing you here. Understand this. Recognize Allah's authority in your life. What is He doing with your life? If He favors someone, He's the one who brings you to Hussein. So He brings you to Hussein. He brings you to Ahlul Bayt. Why? Now let me read some ayat for you that need some thinking, so that we will end it over here for today. Right? Just read this ayat for you. This is from Surah Safat. 4 ayat, small ayat. I'll read it for you and you see this. And Allah speaks about this, right? And I want you to see this. He says, Inna zayyanna sama'a dunya bezinatil kawakib. He says, we have adorned the heavens, the skies, with stars. We have adorned the skies with stars. And what do these stars do? He says, وَحِفْظًا مِنْ كُلِّ شَيْطَانٍ مَارِدٍ. He says, these stars protect the sky from every shaitan that is trying to destroy the sky. Every shaitan that wants to come and destroy the sky, I have put these stars to defend the skies so that they can be safe, that no one can harm them. My friends, the skies are the believers. Allah has put, Imam Sadiq is saying, the stars that are put in the skies are Ahlul Bayt. They're Ahlul Bayt. What do Ahlul Bayt do? They protect the believers. They are their wali. Anytime any shaitan wants to come close to them, it is Ahlul Bayt that destroy that. إنما مثل أهل بيتي في هذه الأمة كمثل النجوم السماء. Imam says that our example of us Ahlul Bayt in this ummah is like the stars in the skies. Is like the stars in the skies. One goes, another one will come. And as long as we are there, we are doing the work Allah said we do in the Quran, that we will protect the believers. You carry us with you wherever you go, then this is a protection that you have against every shaitan. Everyone that is going to knock you down, we are protecting you. That's the meaning of wilayat. Ahlul Bayt are wali. What does that mean? They are protecting us. They're there looking after us. So when you know that you're being protected, then you should feel safe now. Just feel safe. Just relax. Just relax. Know that there is a very safe belt that you're wearing. You're in a very safe vehicle. And the driver is very safe. The ride will be exciting, but it'll be safe.
Muhammad salawat.
Subhanallah. You know, that's it, my friends. Hussein is that. What Hussein does is that he protects us now. We have Hussein in our heart. We say, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. And what Hussein is doing is that he is making a shield around us that, you know what, nothing's going to happen to them. No matter where you go, Hussein's going to pull you back.
Labbaik ya Hussein.
Labbaik ya Hussein.
Labbaik ya Hussein.
Labbaik ya
Say,
Labbaik ya Hussein.
Labbaik Ya Hussein. This is it, my friends, you know. And you can see the example. That's why you want to give Islam to your kids, give Hussein. The rest will be taken care of by Hussein. Really, a lot of us don't understand that. You know, we try to, do this, do that, all the wajibat, all the shariat. You know, it's a 6-year-old kid. Listen, elders have a hard time with the whole sharia. What is a 6-year-old kid going to do? You know, just give him Hussein. Hussein is going to bring everything else with it. Hussein will bring everything else with it, you know. That's it, my friends. I have seen an example. I can give you examples, you know. People who have left everything, gone away, gone out of everything, went everywhere. And you know what happened? Really, married out into kuffar and everything like that. Lived the life of a kuffar. Nothing. No prayer, no Quran, nothing in their lives. All of these things. This one person says, really, he was completely out, and he told me that his story, and there are many other stories like that, but I'm just giving you an example. Maybe you can look in your heart and say, yes, that's what happened to me also. Everything was that of a kafir. Everything, he had no clue what Islam, Allah, anything like that. One day, he just felt disturbed. Comes from a Shia background, felt disturbed. One day, out of the blue, felt disturbed, felt lonely, felt like this, and spoke to his wife, didn't know what was going on. He says, why am I feeling lonely? Why is this heart, you're not feeling good? I feel down, I feel depressed. What's going on? He just looked it up, and what day is it? He looked it up, it was the day of Ashura. As soon as he realizes the day of Ashura, that's it. There was something in his heart that says, you know what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? Hussein came there. He does not let you go. He will pull you. He will bring you back. Recognize that reality in yourself. He doesn't let us go away. He's not someone that's going to just say that, I don't care. Let that happen. Ya Allah. A person, this companion of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, one day he went to attend a majlis of Imam Hussein. Majlis, the Shias from the earliest time used to have majalis for Imam Hussein. They used to come together and they used to remember Imam Hussein. They used to cry for him. This was a habit from the start. And this is the time Imam Sadiq. The earliest time, you can say. And in Medina, this person, there was a gathering, everyone said, his friends were like, let's, they invited him and we have a gathering for Imam Hussein. So they went there. And he went there also. And every day he used to come to Imam Sadiq. He goes to this gathering and now they didn't want to invite Imam Sadiq. They didn't want to invite Imam Sadiq, They had it on their own and kept it because The problem was that when Imam Sadiq used to come, he used to cry so much that he would faint. And they didn't want him to go through that. Right? It would be hard for them to see Imam Sadiq, really hurting himself. They knew that this hurts him. So they didn't want to invite him. They did it on their own. And he attended that place, and next day he came to Imam Sadiq. And Imam Sadiq says, Ya Fudail, Aina kunta al-bariha? He says, Fudail, where were you yesterday? Where were you yesterday? So Fudail says, Sayyidi, shughulun afiyati, that I had work and I got busy in that. I was busy in some important affairs, some work that I had to go to. And then obviously he didn't say anything, didn't want to say anything to Imam Sadiq, that we had this and we didn't invite you. Why explain all that? Something like that. So Imam Sadiq says, Ya Fudail, la takhfi alayya. He says, don't hide anything from me. What were you doing yesterday? He says, he didn't say anything. He didn't want to say anything. And Imam Sadiq says, you had a majlis for Imam Hussain. The word is matam. You did matam for Imam Hussain. See, that's where the word matam used to come. Imam said this. You were doing matam for Imam Hussain. Were you? Amma sana'ta ma'taman wa aqamta bidariki adhar fi masab al-Hussain. That Jaddi. You were doing a majlis for Hussain, weren't you? You were in a majlis and you were doing matam for Imam Hussain, my grandfather. Fudail said, yes, we were doing that. And he said, then why didn't you invite me? He said that, Maula, every time you come, you cry so much that it hurts you, that you fall down unconscious. Every time it happens. And that's why we were afraid for you, that we invite you. Imam Hussain says, it's true. But do you think that there's a majlis of Hussain that's happening anywhere and you think that I will not be there? That I won't be there? He says, but Maulana, Sayyidi, I didn't see you there. Imam said, I was there. I also came. He says, but where were you? I didn't see you. Where were you? He says, I was outside where the shoes are. Where you all come and you leave the shoes outside there, we leave the shoes. We don't bring the shoes inside. We leave the shoes outside. I was there by the shoes, sitting there. And you were crying for Hussain. And, he says, but why didn't you come inside? Why didn't you come inside? You could have come there. Really, I so apologize. I didn't see you. Why didn't you come inside for us? He says, I didn't come inside. You know what he says? Imam says this. I didn't come inside out of the respect for my grandmother Fatima, who was sitting there in the gathering. I wanted her to be comfortable. My friends, whenever you are gathered here to cry for Imam Hussain, Bibi Fatima is sitting here. We just need to ask her that, Fatima, are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? Are you okay? Is everything okay with you? Are your ribs still bruised? Are you still in pain? Fatima says shit like that. Hussain is with you, my friends. Wherever Hussain is, Fatima is. And every place that you are going to be with Hussain, Fatima is there, looking after you, praying for you. Praying for you. That's what she's doing. One day, Rasulullah was going to the masjid. It was Maghrib or Isha prayers. And the narrator said that he had Imam Hussain on his shoulders. He was going for the prayer. He came to the masjid with Hussain, who is a toddler at that time. He came to the Masjid Hussein and he said that slowly and delicately and softly he took Hussein off his shoulders and put him on the side. He started to lead the prayer. He started his prayer. And as soon he went, stood up, prayed, and then went to ruku, everyone went to ruku, and then he went into sajda. As soon as he went into sajda, Imam Hussein climbed back on his shoulder. He climbed on his back. He's a toddler. He climbed on his back. And Rasulullah, knowing that Hussein is on his back, did not get his head up from the sajda. Stayed down there. Kept on repeating the zikr of sajda. Kept on repeating the zikr of sajda. Now the people behind, after a few times dhikr goes by, start wondering, it's, being extended. We are here, and obviously no one wants to get their head off the sajda because we are still in sajda. And Rasulullah is going on with the dhikr, going on with the dhikr, going on with the dhikr for a long time. It is said 72 times. He did this dhikr. And then as, the prayer ended, he got up, everyone asked him, why were you delaying and extending the sajda? He said that as soon as I went into sajda, Hussein came on my shoulders. I didn't want to take Hussein off. I could not take Hussein off. I didn't want him to fall down. I didn't want him to fall down. So I stayed in sajda. And I kept on doing sajda until Hussein remains there. Ya Rasulullah, Hussein is not only going to fall down, he is going to be thrown down. 2 days from now, Hussein is going to be thrown down. He's not just going to fall down, he's going to throw down. Rasulullah, where are you going to be there? Are you going to come and help him when Hussein is going to fall on the ground of Karbala? My friends, Imam Hussein fell down many times before he actually fell off the horse. Many times Imam Hussein fell down in Karbala even before he fell off his horse on the day of Ashura, so many times. But the hardest time, one of the hardest time for Imam Hussein was when he came to Abul Fadl Abbas. This was difficult for Hussein. Let me go back a bit. Abul Fadl Abbas was special to Imam Hussein. He was special to Imam Hussein. Maybe because, Abul Fadl Abbas was in Karbala in the place of his father Ali. Abul Fadl Abbas, you see that he had the characteristics of Imam Ali. Everything about him, when you look at him, reminded everyone of Imam Ali. He was like that. Imam Hussein had a special place for him. He always kept him close. He was the right hand of Imam Hussein in every way. Imam Ali had given Abbas to Hussein for Karbala. Abbas came with Hussein. He was destined to be in Karbala. Imam Ali mentioned that to Abbas. Abbas, you have been born for Karbala. This is your place. This is where you are going to be in my stead. You would be standing there with Hussein because I won't be there. You are going to represent me in that way. Abbas used to carry himself like that. He used to carry himself like that, knowing that this is his destiny. Let anyone come close to Hussein, then I will show them. Then I will be there in front of them. Abbas used to be like that. And that's how he was. Everyone in the camp of Imam Hussein, they found peace when they saw Abbas. They found comfort when they saw Abbas. Abbas was that person that when you look at him and say everything is fine, Abbas is out there. Abbas is here, everything is fine. He was like that to the whole camp, to the women and the children and everyone. He was like that. Abbas used to be like that. But that day of Ashura, when the occurrences went on and the events went on and everyone started to die and everyone was left, everyone was leaving, all the companions were gone, all the children were gone, and then a time came, Abbas saw that, you know what, there's no one left now. There's no one left. Everyone is gone. Even the household of Imam Hussein, his children are finished. Abbas is the only one left. It was hard for Abbas at that time. He doesn't want to leave Hussein. He doesn't want to leave the camp, but he has to, because he can't let Hussein go. He won't let Hussein go before him. It won't happen. It won't happen. His mother did not raise him like that. In fact, that's what his mother asked when the caravan went back to Medina, and she heard that Hussein was killed. The first thing she asked, where was my Abbas? What was he doing? He said Abbas was killed before. Abbas would not go out of this, my friends. Abbas would not let Hussein go. So he came to Imam Hussein. He came to Imam Hussein and said, Hussein, allow me to go to the battlefield. Now, going to the battlefield means death, because you know what? This is an army and you're going to go out there alone. So Imam Hussein looked at that and looked at Abbas and said, Abbas, you are the flag bearer, the standard bearer. You are my hand. If you go, who's going to look after this army? Who's going to be in charge of this army? Really, Abbas does not want to be disrespectful. With all respect that he had, and Imam Hussein is very respectful to Abbas. Abbas used to say, I used to love my brother that I want to kiss him, but I respected him too much to go and be audacious enough to go and kiss him. So instead of, when I want to love my brother, I could not face or make myself kiss him. So I would go to his children and I would take their feet and start kissing their feet. Say that I'm the dust that's under their feet. That's who I am. Who am I to go and kiss Hussein? This is what he used to be. So he was very respectful of Imam Hussein. And with all due respect, he says, Maula, with all due respect, Maula, there is no more army left. I want to say there's an army, but there's no one left for you. Everyone is gone. Imam Hussein said, okay, Abbas, I know that. But if you want to go, could you please get some water for these children? It's very difficult. One thing is the battle, but what's hurting me and hurting everyone more is the sound of those children saying, Al-Atash, we are dying of thirst. That army is not what's making us afraid or anything like that. They cannot do anything to us. But these children, when they make those voices, it is going deep into our hearts and the hearts of this camp here. Abbas said, yes, for sure. He went, and before he went, he came to the tents of the children. There was one tent for the children, one tent they made just for children, that everyone can be there. All the children can be together. Abbas just wanted to see these kids who he loved so much. He loved the children of Hussein. He loved the children of Ali. He had so much love for them. He just wanted to see them one more time. When he peeked into the tent, he opened the tent just to look inside. His eyes looked inside the tent, and what he saw in the tent is that the children were on the ground with their shirts exposing their bellies, and their bellies on the ground, rubbing themselves on the earth, trying to get some moisture from the earth. When Abbas looked at that, when he saw that, it was so hurtful for him that the children of Hussein are in this condition, and I'm walking around here. And those kids, it said, when they looked up to see who came in their tent, they saw it was Abbas. And in the history books, in the books of hadith, it's written that their eyes came out of their sockets. Their eyes were looking at Abbas in such a way, asking Abbas for help. Please help us. Abbas looked at that. He could not handle that. Abbas, they wanted to see, Abbas, are you going also? Will you not come back? Abbas didn't say anything. All he did was just pick up the water bottle, that water bag that was there. He took that and he went and he left. And as he left, as he left to the battlefield, as he went to the battlefield, now the children are excited. They got up from the ground. They looked at each other. He says, Abbas said he's going to bring water. Abbas said he's going to bring water. Now, when Abbas says something, he does it. He never goes back on his word. Whenever Abbas says anything, he does it. He never goes back. They know him. They said, if Abbas said he's going to bring water, then he's going to bring water. Now, in that thirst they were in, at least they had hope for water. They had hope for water. Above all of them was Sakina. Above all of them was Sakina. Sakina was saying, you see, when my uncle says he'll do something, he never goes back on his word. And all the kids are now excited that Abbas is going to bring them water. He's going to bring them water. It is said about these children that, they trusted Abbas so much, they never lost that trust. Even after Abbas did not come back, even after he did not come back, it's said that these children were still waiting for Abbas. These children were still waiting for Abbas. They didn't know Abbas had died. They didn't know that he became Shaheed. They didn't know that he is lying there on the battlefield. All they know is that Abbas said he's going to bring water, and he's going to bring it. So it is said that when they were taken on the camel backs with their mothers, and these people used to come and whip those children and beat those children, and they would be crying, they would look behind their mother's back to see, where is Abbas? Why didn't he come back yet? It was difficult. It was difficult for Abbas. Abbas was like that. So when Abbas said he's going to bring water, now all the children are excited. They're really excited now. Abbas is bringing them water. Abbas goes, and I'll make it short now because you already know the history. Abbas goes to the river. And, he goes there, he goes there with such fierceness that they let him go. They don't want to fight him while he's going there. They let him go, and he goes to the water. He carefully picks the water in the water bag. And as he picks up the water in the water bag, now he puts the water bag around his neck. Now wants to go back now. Now, going back to the tent with the water, that meant a moral victory for Hussein. And to the people of Yazid, they saw that as a thorn in their eyes. They will not let that happen. So the voice was, stop Abbas, no matter what happens, stop him. So now they were coming after Abbas to stop him. Abbas, now as a super soldier that he is, was going around the army, making from one side to the other, through the street, through the trees that were there. He was trying to get down where he can get closer. If you go there to Karbala, you will see that if you go straight from the bank of the river to the tents of Imam Hussein, straight shot is a very easy ride on a horse. But Abbas was in that ride that he was taking, zigzagging all this way, was taking a long time. The reason is because everywhere he used to go, there would be an army that would be there to stop him. And then he would go this way, everyone would follow him that way. They will not let him go forward. And as they were going from this side to that side, he could not see the people in the back. They were surrounding him from all sides. And as they surrounded him and he was facing one way, they would come from his back and start slashing him with their swords. Abbas was taking these hits, but these hits don't mean anything for Abbas. He started taking those hits on his back. He knows that these people are cowards. They cannot face me from the front. That's why they hit me from the back. So they start hitting him from the back, slashing him in the back. Here and there they slash. One sword here, another strike here. He goes forward until one person comes close enough where he can take a shot at his hand. And he took a shot at Abbas's hand, and it hit the hand of Abbas. It's a sword, it's a steel, and his hand is just flesh. The steel goes through the flesh, and the hand is now cut off from his arm. Abbas sees his hand fall to the ground. He doesn't care about his hand. All he cares about is the water. So he takes the water in the other hand. He takes the water in the other hand, and he keeps on going like that. He keeps on going like that. Now they see that one hand is broken. One hand is cut. So they come after him. They know, aim for the other hand. Aim for the other hand. Everyone is trying to take a shot at the other hand. He is trying to save his hand. He is trying to save his hand so he can keep that water in his hand and still keeps on going forward. They start attacking him from other sides until one person comes from the other side to distract him. As soon as he is distracted to defend him from that side, someone comes from this side and strikes his other hand. When he strikes his other hand, right away he sees that cut in his hand. And as soon as that water bottle can fall to the ground, he grabs it with his teeth. He grabs it with his teeth, leaves that flag alone. He grabs it with his teeth. He just wants to go on now. He doesn't have a right hand. He doesn't have a left hand. Now Abbas wants to go forward. He wants to go forward. He wants to get out of there so he can just make this water bottle reach. And you know what? As they are throwing the arrows towards him, Abbas is shaking the water bottle with his face. He's shaking his face so that the water bottle can go from this side to that side. Doesn't become an easy target. He keeps on doing that until so many barrage of arrows come that one of them hits the water bottle. As soon as that one arrow hits that water bottle, Abbas sees the water spill out. And as he sees the water spill out of that water bottle, all his life goes away with that water. He just stops over there as if everything has come to an end. All his destiny has come to an end at that point. He looks at that and says, I promise these children. I promise these children. Now he has gone and withdrawn to his fate. Abbas just stands there. He sits on that horse waiting for destiny to come. And now everyone sees that Abbas doesn't have arms to protect himself or to attack them. So now everyone takes a shot at Abbas. They start throwing arrows at him, spears at him, swords, everything that you can imagine. They pounce on Abbas from every angle. It is said that Abbas was still on the horse. He was so big and strong. He was still on the horse until someone came with a mace. A mace is like a big hammer. Someone came with a mace and slammed the side of his head. They slammed the side of his head until Abbas was thrown off the horse. Imam Zamana in his ziyarat says about Abbas, my salam be on him, who when he fell from the horse did not have hands to land on. He landed on his face. When Abbas went down, Hussein came to Abbas. Everyone moved aside. Hussein came to Abbas. Abbas was still alive. Hussein came there, saw Abbas lying on the ground, no hands, an arrow in his eyes. He was looking at Abbas and said, Abbas, alan in katara dahri. Now my back has been broken. Abbas, your death has broken my back, Abbas. He came to Abbas. Abbas said, Mawla, Master, please take this blood from my eyes. Take this out. Hussein helped. Abbas said, Hussein said, but why, Abbas? He says, the first thing I saw was you when I came in this world. I want to see you before I go away. I just have one request from you, Mawla. I just have one request. What is that? Do not take me back to the tents. Do not take me back to the tents. Hussein agreed with that. He respected his wish. He wanted to say something to Abbas. He says, but no, it's not the time. It's not the time to say it. What can I say? I cannot say anything. He said, let it go. He said, I will respect your wish, Abbas. It's hard for me, but I will respect it. I will not take you back to the tent. You know, everyone who used to die in Karbala, Hussein used to take him back. He would make sure that he would take him back. Because every time anyone is left out there, Hussein knew that they will not respect their bodies. They will disrespect their bodies and they will mutilate them. Hussein knows that. And so when Abbas made this request, it was hard for Hussein. That's why it said that when Hussein took his flag and Hussein took the water bottle and he was on his way back, he never looked back to see what was going on, because behind him they saw Abbas is alone and he's dead. They started hitting him from every side and cutting off his pieces. And when Hussein came back, the flag of Abbas, all the children who are waiting here excited, they all looked at that flag. They said, Abbas is here, Abbas is here. Sakina said, my uncle is here, my uncle is here. They went forward to Hussein to see, and they saw that it's Hussein. It's not Abbas. They looked around to see, where's Abbas? Sakina asked, father, where's my uncle Abbas? Hussein said, Abbas is not coming. He said, what does that mean? Where is Abbas? He said he's going to come. سيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون. يا محمود بحق محمد، يا الله بحق علي، يا فاطر السماوات بحق فاطمة، يا محسن بحق حسن، يا قديم الأحسان بحق حسين. Oh Allah, give us the tawfiq to be on the right path, the wisdom to understand your guidance. He is the reappearance of our Imam. Make us his helper when he comes. Wa akhir da'wan alhamdulillah. Matame Hussein. Ya Hussein. Ya Abbas. 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 Ya Abbas, Ya Abbas, Ya Abbas, Ya Abbas, Ya Abbas. ए शेर नयस्तान हैदर अब्बास, ए शेर नयस्तान है अब्बास, ए शेर नयस्तान हैदर अब्बास। देती थी सदा ज़ैनब रोकर अब्बास, ऐ शेर नयस्तान हैदर अब्बास, ऐ शेर नयस्तान हैदर। क्या इसी दिन के लिए मांगी थी बाबा ने दुआ, आके परदेस में हो जाओगे तुम हमसे जुदा। सोते हो चैन से दरिया के किनारे भैया, क्या सुनाई नहीं देती तुम्हें हलमिन की सदा। बा तन्हा है खड़े रन में सरवर, ए शेर नयस्तान हैदर अब्बास, ए शेर हैदर अब्बास। देती थी सदा ज़ैनब रोकर अब्बास, या अब्बास, या अब्बास, या अब्बास, या है अलम और अलमदार नाया, आया है अलम और अलम
علمدار نایا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نایا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نایا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نایا آیا ہے علم علمدار نایا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نایا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نایا دریا سے دل حیدر کرار نایا دریا سے دل حیدر کرار نایا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نایا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نایا آیا جزاک اللہ مومن سب مل کے جواب دیں سن کے ماتم آیا ہے علم اور نایا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نایا غیرت کا تقاضا ہے علمدار کی ہستی غیرت کا تقاضا ہے علمدار کی ہستی غیرت کا تقاضا ہے علمدار کی ہستی بچے سے شرم سارے وفادار نایا بچے سے شرم سارے وفادار نایا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نایا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار آیا آیا ہے علم جزاک اللہ مومن سب مل کے جواب دیں آیا ہے علم اور علمدار آیا ہے علم اور علمدار پانی کے لیے بھیجا علمدار کو شاہ نے پانی کے لیے بھیجا علمدار کو شاہ نے پانے کے لیے بھیجا علمدار کو شاہ نے افسوس مسلمانوں کو اعتبار نہ آیا افسوس مسلمانوں کو اعتبار نہ آیا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ آیا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ آیا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ آیا آیا اور علمدار نہ آیا بازو جو کٹے دانتوں سے مشکی زیادہ بایا بازو جو کٹے دانتوں سے مشکے زیادہ بایا بازو جو کٹے دانتوں سے مشکے زیادہ بایا بازو جو کٹے دانتوں سے مشکے زیادہ بایا نزدیک کوئی شیر کے ایک بار نہ آیا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ آیا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ آیا آیا جزاک اللہ مومن سن کے ماتم کی رفتار ہلکی رکھ کے آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ آیا آیا ہے علم اور علمدار ماتم سن کے ماتم کی رفتار آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ آیا آیا ہے علم
اور علمدار نہ آیا ہے علم ظالم نے میرے گالوں پہ مارے ہیں تماچے ظالم نے میرے گالوں پہ مارے ہیں تماچے ظالم نے میرے گالوں پہ مارے ہیں تماچے لوگوں میرا باس چچا جان نہ آیا لوگوں میرا باس چچا جان نہ آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ آیا ہے علم جزاک اللہ مومن آخری شعر ہے آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ 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 آیا دریا سے دل حیدر کرار نہ آیا دریا سے دل جیدر کرار نہ آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ آیا ہے علم اور علمدار نہ آیا. Brothers, sisters, I just have one request. Farman sent me a Noha yesterday and I loved it so much. Before Salim Bhai comes on, I just want to read one verse of that, if that's okay. Ya Abbas, Ya جیڑی مخدومہ دا کل دنیا تے احسان ہوئے جیڑی مخدومہ تا کل دنیا تے احسان ہوئے جیڑی مخدومہ تا کل دنیا تے احسان ہوئے جیڑی مخدومہ تا کل دنیا تا احسان ہوئے ساری کائنات اندھے پردے تے قربان ہوئے ساری کائنات اندھے پردے تے قربان ہوئے جیڑی مخدومہ دا کل دنیا تے احسان ہوئے جیڑی مخدومہ تا کل دنیا تے احسان ہوئے ویخ کے ویرن نو بین کدی رجدی نہیں ویخ کے ویرن نو بین کدی رجدی نہیں ویر جس بین دی ایک رات دا مہمان ہوئے ویر جس بین دی ایک رات دا مہمان ہوئے جیڑی مخدومہ دا کل دنیا تا احسان ہوئے یا
ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آ جا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آ جا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آ جا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آ جا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آ جا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آ جا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آ جا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار
مدد کو آجا
جا آجا دریا سے علمدار مدد کو آجا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار
مدد کو آجا
ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو
آجا
آبرو پردہ زینب کی بچا لے آ کر اپنے سینے سے سکینہ کو لگا لے آ کر شیخ معصوم یتیموں کی دعا لے آ کر آ گئے گھر میں ستمگار مدد کو آجا آجا دریا سے علمدار مدد کو آجا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار
مدد
کو آجا ہے بہن بے کسو
لاچار مدد کو آجا
ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا ہے بہن بے
کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا
ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا سخت مشکل میں ہے عباس نبی کی اولاد کون ہے اب جو سنے تیری بہن کی فریاد سر جھکائے ہوئے بیٹھے ہیں زمین پر سجا جل گیا بستر بیمار مدد کو آجا آجا دریا سے علمدار مدد کو آجا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا جب بھی کانوں میں لعینوں کی صدا آتی ہے پیاسے بچوں کی ترائی پر نظر جاتی ہے خوف کھاتی ہے سکینہ کبھی گھبراتی ہے اے میرے بھائی وفادار مدد کو آجا آجا دریا سے علمدار مدد کو آجا ہے بہن بے کسو
لاچار مدد کو آجا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا
اشقیا گئے خیمے میں حرم لٹتے ہیں دیکھ اطفال شہنشاہ امم لٹتے ہیں کیا خبر بھی ہے تجھے بھائی کہ ہم لٹتے ہیں لشکر شہ کے علمدار مدد کو آجا آجا دریا سے علمدار مدد کو آجا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا ہے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا خاک صحرا پہ اسیران مہن بیٹھے ہیں گھر لٹائے ہوئے آوارہ وطن بیٹھے ہیں اور لٹائے ہوئے شانوں میں رسن بیٹھے ہیں اے اسیروں کے مددگار مدد کو آجا آجا دریا سے علمدار مدد کو آجا اے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا اے بہن بے کسو لاچار مدد کو آجا کیا بس کیا بس کیا بس
السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك حبيب الله يا خير خلق الله ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي هلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى ابن الحسين وعلى أولاد وعلى السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا صاحب العصر والزمان، السلام عليك إمامنا وإمام الإنس والجان. عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهورك. السلام عليكم جميع المعصومين ورحمة الله وبركاته.